Today we're going to solve this equation using the quadratic formula. In order to use the quadratic formula, I need my equation to equal 0, and it needs to be in standard form. So right away I noticed that my 2t squared is actually a negative 2t squared, and I'd rather that be a positive number. So I'm going to add 2t squared to each side. It doesn't have to be positive, that's just my personal preference. So this is going to be 6 equals 2t squared plus 9t plus 15. I'm just writing them all in order of exponents. I really like this to equal 0, so I'm going to subtract 6 and subtract 6. So 0 equals 2t squared plus 9t plus 9. And it doesn't matter if you say 0 equals and then your polynomial, or if you have your polynomial out in front and it equals 0, it's still going to work the same way. Okay, now I'm going to write down my quadratic formula. The opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. My a value in this case is 2. My b and my c values are actually both going to be 9. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute into my formula. So the opposite of b would be negative 9, because the opposite of positive 9 is negative 9, plus or minus the square root of b squared, in parentheses, minus 4ac all over 2 times a. Now I'm going to work on simplifying my radical using order of operation. So negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 squared is 81. I look at the second half here, I only have one minus sign, so it's going to be a negative. And then 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 72. All over 2 times 2 would be 4. Now the next thing I need to do is subtract the 81 and the 72, and that's going to leave you with 9. So this is negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 over 4. Now in this case, I can simplify the square root of 9. That's just 3. So really, I have two answers. I have negative 9 plus 3 over 4, and I have negative 9 minus 3 over 4. In this case, that's going to give me negative 6 over 4, or negative 3 halves. In this case, that's going to give me negative 12 over 4, or negative 3. I'm going to check both of these answers to make sure they check out. And I believe the negative 3 halves does, and I believe the negative 3 does too. Yep, plug them in. Yep.